Libras. You know, I just did a reading for Cancer, and it's so weird because today I didn't think I was gonna be able to do the readings, you know? And then suddenly I had this push, and after doing Cancer reading, I was like, I had this sudden strength and feeling that I had to do also your reading. So I'm here. Welcome to Kintsugi Tarot. Thank you for watching. The Alchemist. Libra, I'm gonna be pushing like all these cards on the spread, and then I'm gonna take a time to dive deeper in what the cards are telling me, but intuitively, like what I've been feeling about you, and after meditating and looking at your astrology, like all these aspects and alignments that we are experiencing, like this last new moon and what is coming now, I feel that you're in a moment where, Libra, you are so dreamy right now. You're exploring your subconscious, or you are wanting to explore your subconscious, you know? I got this vibe for you very strongly, and I thought, yeah, this is something I really need to tell to Libra. Because even though sometimes going to these dark places, they might not be so easy, there is something here that is like you cannot, it's like it's really calling you, you know? And it's also helping you out to have a new start just before and starting in your season. I mean, we're very nearby, Libra. Now, there were two cards that jump off with the Death card. I mean, I have here the Death and I have the Knight of Wands. In your past, like what you come from, the transformation. And the next card in your present is the Magician, which is the first arcana, like having a new start. The Alchemist, transforming. Libra, Six of Swords here in your obstacle. And no one says here that going through transformation can feel like a pain in the ass. It's not easy, Libra, but it's done and necessary, so we can allow the new things to come to us. The new people, new connections, new love. It's how Libra sees themselves consciously in this reading. How Libra sees themselves consciously in the reading. Of course. Six of Cups. Reuniting with friends and people that do have something to do with your past. But this this encounter, even though might be from your past, you're feeling it or you are experiencing it in a complete different way. Much lighter, Libra. What is coming in the environment for Libra? High Priestess, la sacerdotisa. Piscean energy in your environment, Libra. I mean, Piscean and Virgo energy, you know? The High Priestess in Tarot, you know, we have 22 major arcanas, and each arcana is related to one or two signs. And this is Virgo and Pisces, your 12th house. You know, like all your environment, like what is surrounding you right now, is like your subconscious. Really, man, I get this so strong, Libra. Now, what is coming in the hopes and fears? Because Julieta is really trying not to talk too much before I get the whole cards. I think it's a way that helps me to get more specific with the rating, even though the videos are still very long. I know. The moon. And the moon is like you wanting to go into this darkness. You wanting to explore, man, like all this obscurity world that is so internal to you. Because you know that while doing this, or having maybe these psychedelic experiences, it's when you are finding again here a sense of harmony regarding your feelings and how you see your connections, the people that you really want to engage and commit, Libra. Two of Cups. This is how you're coming at the end of this reading. Man, Libra. I mean, let's start with this. Please. Let's start. I just need like a little instant, Libra. Because it's like my head is like, I'm in a moment where maybe, you know what, this is the thing. I mean, you know, Cancer, as you are cardinal signs. And the cardinal signs of the zodiac are signs that Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, you are like these four signs that are all much more, it's like you are much more associated to this world of the ideas than other signs, you know? And it's almost like my head today, I'm telling you, it's like my head was going into this speed, and I thought like, nah, man, I'm not feeling like I have the focus enough to do the videos. And so I was like, and then it's like suddenly this brightness appeared in my head, and I was like, yeah, I felt like I was able today to channel better with your energy, you know. I also think that these readings, you know I do these readings maybe for some people quite late, but honestly, I really don't care. I really try to follow my intuition in the moment I feel I need to do the reading. And even though I'm doing this reading for the month of August, I truly believe that maybe whatever I'll be saying today, or while we, exploring, might be something that still will resonate with your own personal story, maybe in another moment of your life, you know? It's so relative at the same time, you know? Maybe the story I'll be telling today, it will be something that it's really happening to you right now, or maybe it might be something that it did happen to you in the past and now you're rethinking about it. Or maybe something that you are kind of feeling that this is a direction that, you know, might be coming in your way, you know. So Libra, we just experienced a new moon in your 11th house on the 8th of August, and this is not no matter what new moon. This is a very intense but beautiful, spiritual new moon in Leo, which represents your 11th house, the house of friends, connections, dreams. You know, maybe not necessarily the people or the groups of people that you see always as close friends, but this is more like groups of people that are, they do have something here to do about some interest you have, and it's kind of new, so probably new people, new communities that you're starting to discover here that could be so expanding for you in so many levels. And it's not only that we had a new moon in this 11th house for you, Libra, but you also had Mercury, so a lot of thinking about these connections, what they mean to you, what they are like you in your head about this. And then also having the sun and Sirius stars, so like two suns in this star, like in this house, connected to each other and bringing so much light and knowledge. And there is people here in your life that are appearing, and I mean, I'm seeing these cards. Six of Cups as you're coming consciously in the reading. Page of Cups, what is bringing you all this transformation that you come from? Because yeah, man, I mean, this is something that you had to go through, Libra, and maybe you're still going through, and that's why you have this Six of Swords here in your obstacles. Because for some moments for Libra, it does feel difficult to move on, to feel that your mind can be rested, that your thoughts, it's almost like the Six of Swords energy is that is this card that talks about when you are in this moment of leaving the turbulent waters behind and you are guiding yourselves towards a much better waters, emotions that they are not like heavy emotions. These are like emotions that you can almost, they revive you, and they make you feel like you could become almost like this child again, Libra. And so I do see that, as I was saying, I think that this going through this change, this is a Knight of Wands coming with a Death card. In the past, you knew that there was an end of the cycle. You knew that there was many things here that you had to kind of get rid of in your life. And probably many of these things that happen, I don't think that they were necessarily because you choose them. That's the energy with the Death card. I think that, you know, the Death also has something to do about situations or maybe ending of cycles with connections of people, or maybe past life you had that you knew like some things is like even if you didn't want it, they had to come to an end. But the end is the beginning, you know. The end means a rebirth. If we don't die, it's like life could not exist, Libra. If we don't make place for these new things that, you know, it's like I see so many new people, or maybe precisely one important connection that might want to connect with you. And it doesn't have to be necessarily intimate. This could really be just simply that special friend that can show you like that unconditional love, and you know, like, and also you just simply finding this in you, you know, because that's the main thing here, Libra. It's almost, I see a Libra here who is in the process of finding an emotional balance that probably you thought it was lost in for a very long time. The Lord of the Darkness in the past. And the transformation. You're manifesting here so much. The Magician is the arcane that he's the one that has whole potential and power. He has all the tools and all the elements and all the knowledge and ideas and creativity to make real what it always, or for maybe a long time, it looks impossible. You know, manifesting almost, it's like this power of manifestation that you are embodying right now, Libra. It's exploding. And because exactly all this work you did, and all this thing of, okay, you know what, I needed to clean up here so many situations, so many people, maybe myself, like you not seeing yourself in the same way, and this was a real fucking burden. You probably, it's almost like being in this moment of the wounded warrior with this Knight of Wands. It's like you had many stuff here that you needed to heal. And probably in the past, it's almost, I feel like you were at this of getting there, but you knew that there was still this next step that you needed to take. That boat, sailing, finally, to this new life you are creating. And now, so the 11th house, it's bringing you here probably unexpected connections or people, even if it would be people that you know already. 6 of Cups as you're coming consciously in the reading. You having a lot of emotions, memories. But this is not like heavy memories, Libra. These are like the sweetest memories you can experience. Like having this moment of maybe thinking of the past, you know, or encountering people that they do have, or they make you think of the past. And maybe that precise person, Page of Cups, this is a messenger. Maybe you're not encountering a person physically, but it might be that you will receive an important message or an important communication of somebody that you share a very special bond. Somebody here that I think is almost like helping you out as well to open a new portal regarding what you are exploring right now, and that for sure it's still unknown to you. You know, I have the High Priestess here coming in your environment, and so now passing through this 11th house, and then we have the 12th house, which you're gonna have in this 12th house. So Mercury was in your 11 together with the Sun, and then it's gonna go into this 12th house. It's just before your birthday as well, so it's a moment, and this is more like by the end of this month. It's almost like, you know, and this is like this crazy thing is that Mars, Venus, and Mercury at a moment of this month, like probably during these weeks, these 3 planets are gonna be in this 12th house. Your dreams. Having here connection to something that it's like from another world, Libra. And probably this is something that it's being almost, I gotta say, I have the feeling that this experience, it's being even kind of like, it has a relationship, it has a relation to do with probably these connections, or like this precise connection that you are experiencing right now or very soon, or you did, whatever fits you. But it's almost like, I think that maybe this encounter or this exchange of cups, this message, it's almost like giving you it's almost like inspiring you here to explore this other world that until now maybe you thought that you could not, it's like you could not touch. And now it's coming even more present. And so Mars, Venus, and Mercury. Venus is a very artistic planet. Planet of beauty. And a planet that attracts things. And Mars, it's gonna stay in this house for actually the whole month of August. So it's almost like you're thinking about doing also things that even might be physical, maybe getting into these, maybe doing things that you had never did in your life, like maybe doing these, I get this feeling very strongly, Libra, doing these rituals. Look at this magician and this high priest coming here with the moon. It's almost like doing something ritualistic here, or maybe even just simply looking more at this esoteric world, this mystical world that maybe until a very long time you thought that this was never something that could interest you. And right now you're like finding here a lot of stuff that is not only inspiring you and making you even fantasize. Like I feel like a Libra here is like you're having it's like you're in a fantasy mode. It's almost like I feel like you're starting to, you come from the dead, and now it's like, Libra, you are entering in fantasy land. But this is not like fantasy land in that superficial level. No, this is powerful, Libra. It's almost like you being connected to parallel realities that most of people don't even can understand, or had even a short perception of what they can be. I really like this, Libra, because even though it might look scary, I know that for some people, talking about these things, it might look scary, and you have the moon in your house, but it's also your fears, representing your fears, what you might be scared of going into the night, allowing yourself to feel the fear. It gives so much power, Libra, because that's also what happens to us as human beings and as probably any species alive. Whatever it looks like, we don't know. It brings fears. It brings, like, this might bring even this anxiety, because it's almost like your mind is being activated in a level that is sending these vibrations to your body to say you need to be in alarm. That's anxiety. It's like you being scared of these alarms, being scared that maybe going into this obscurity, into these shadows, could create a debalance maybe in all what you had been doing until now, all the work that you have been doing until now, that it was what it was. But when you're starting to feel that you want to get closer to that moon, you want to see what the shadows have to show you here, Libra, and confront these fears. The anxiety you were expecting to get, it will dissolve. And in the moment you start coming to realization of that, is when suddenly all this is happening. It's like you feeling that so connected to yourself, so in harmony with your feelings and with the feelings of other people that are surrounding you. I really get this vibe so strongly for you, Libra. And you know, you're the sign that for you connections are so important. You want it and you need it as well. But the difference right now is that what you're experiencing right now, it doesn't come from a place of need. No. It really just comes because you really want it. And because you have been working so much in opening this part of your heart, that is exactly that what is allowing you to open up yourself in this way where suddenly everything is making sense. The people that are wanting to talk to you right now, these communities, these new people that are appearing in your life, or also these maybe past friends that want to see you again, Libra, or this past person that is coming here maybe with an apology. Could be for someone there. Or maybe that person that you didn't know, but when you meet them, it's almost like you have a deja vu from the past of how you used to feel, but all these feelings are coming to you as new, which is weird. It doesn't happen often, you know? And it's beautiful. And, you know, so after Venus, Mars is staying in your 12th, so you're gonna keep on being super active in this 12th house. Even, I'm telling you, man, like even during the night when you are sleeping, I think that your subconscious still is gonna be working in this house. you even probably receiving memory from the past, but not just your own memory. Maybe you're starting, I don't know if you are a believer in these things or not. I am. I think that there are, and you know, with the studies, scientific studies that we are doing in actuality, is like we're starting to discover more things about how influential can be the memories of people, like past family, maybe people that maybe you even that were part of your family but you never met in your life, and how those memories or their own experiences have something to do with what you're living right now, what you are feeling, and the way you process these feelings and this thinking. Because that's also what I see. Is like, so Mars is gonna stay there plus the sun, so all the light, it's kind of like in this house, you coming to light about all these things that were hidden to you, and maybe for a very long time you didn't have the tools necessary, or you felt that you didn't have the tools necessary to open this gate. Maybe it makes you very afraid to go that deep. I mean, and I don't judge you for that, you know. I think it's very important to also recognize in the moment where you know when is the right moment. And only you can know it. I mean, nobody can force you to say, yeah, this is the moment where you have to do this. I mean, it's more about you listening to yourself and knowing that maybe until now it wasn't the moment for you to go into this, you know. And now it's like diving deeper, but you are able to explore it not with fear, with pleasure, and with, it's almost like giving you this inspiration as well, Libra, that is like, I love so much this vibe, Libra, because it's almost, I feel like you are not scared anymore. And I'm connecting here with the Libra that I think that you were scared for a very long time. Really, this is how I'm feeling it. And you know, when we experience this kind of shit, like, it's difficult to connect. We might feel disassociated to the environment where we are. It's normal. But in the moment that you are like saying, let's do this, it's when your mind and your feelings, they start like connecting to each other in a way that no matter what is happening, no matter the obstacles, no matter, still maybe at some moments these negative thoughts or this bad thinking that might still appear there, it's okay that they will probably stay there. You know, the thing is that for me, it's, you know, you cannot fucking erase these. The difference is what place you give to these thoughts. What importance you give to them. It's like how much power you are allowing to give to these thoughts that probably for a very long time they were blocking you because you felt that you could not control them. And now Venus, after being in your 12th Libra, one of your ruling planets as well. So that's why I think this energy for you is so strong, because it's almost like it's becoming not just it's in your mind, but it's like all interconnected. And probably you are starting to, everything that you are doing right now, it's like you see, it's almost like you see a beauty in everything, that it's almost like it's coming towards you, no matter if it's ugly. And Venus, it's gonna go into your house. You know, Venus by the end of this month, plus Mercury, they're gonna be into this house. And by the end of the month, we're gonna have a full moon in Aqua in your fifth, where Saturn and Jupiter are. Saturn was there for some time. I mean, it's there already for a very long time, but it was alone, creating some, maybe all that creativity that you were like looking for, Libra. You thought that it was not being, it's like you felt that maybe you could not manifest all this creativity. Maybe that project that you were putting efforts into, it's almost like, Libra, I think that you were feeling like stuff, time, probably time was being against you to get to this project or to do these ideas, or maybe something about some maybe power figures in your life that were not helping you out to get done with maybe this creativity or this project you have, that it really can bring you so much joy and back that lightness. So Saturn, it's not gonna be there alone anymore. Thank you. Jupiter has done already a retrograde since July, and most definitely right now you're gonna start feeling it more. Probably you're starting to feeling it more now. Some luck, some positivity here. It's coming back to you, and it's making you be able to balance out whatever obstacles you were feeling regarding this creativity. And maybe if you were in a moment where you probably, maybe you experienced that you wanted to have fun, or you wanted to do this, or you wanted to encounter people, but you were not able to. Maybe you had some restrictions to go and visit friends, or to go and have fun, or go out. Suddenly, right now, the opportunities, they start popping out. And the full moon in this house, it's almost like making this, it's like giving a light again. And I don't think that this is a light that you didn't have in the past. I think that probably while you experience the last full moon in Aquarius in July, whatever, it's like this is something that already came to you back then. I really feel this intuitively. It might be. And now, right now, this is kind of like coming even clearer to you. But not only clear, it's also coming together with those possibilities that before were blocked. Having all the elements. Suddenly, being here, Libra, realizing here that you are finding all the tools, all these elements that you were maybe missing in the past to get this done, and to embrace it, and to enjoy it. And it's almost like, so this full moon is gonna be opposing, this 11th house of Leo, where the sun was. It's actually, the sun is gonna make a move to your 12th just after. So this is good, because I think that this moon, even though it's gonna be intense, it's gonna feel much less restrained than what we experienced by the end of July. That anxiety, that, I want to do this but I can't, I mean, I want to do this, but I can't. You know, that really like that feeling. It's almost like it's dissolving. And as I said, man, not only that is dissolving, but it's like now you are embracing this with open arms. And you feel much more comfortable, even though this might be being in the dark. Almost like you would want this. Like you might want to have these weird connections where you start having these sensations and these feelings that are very new to you, but it's almost like giving you this, it's like connecting you in a level that I don't think that maybe you experienced before, Libra. I mean, it's amazing, guys. I just want to say something here because seeing this High Priestess and a little bit like to conclude your reading, you know what? Give me a second, Libra, because it's like I really don't, you know, like the sun. I mean, I love the sun, but it can, you know. Whoa, la, la. Okay. Thank you. This High Priestess, this could really be because, and maybe this might be just specific for somebody there who's watching this video. I mean, and having all this activation of your 11th house with your 5th this month, who are you encountering here? It's like, who is maybe this person or someone here, or this emotional exchange that you are receiving or you are experimenting during this month? This is not no matter what kind of connections, Libra. This is people or one precise person that wants to engage with you, because the Two of Cups, it does talk about engagements, but the concept of engagement is different for each person. You know what that engagement means for you and that person of persons whom this video it might be related. This person has a lot of knowledge, or it's like this person has even like this healing quality. Somebody that maybe it's not a person that talks too much, might be somebody that might look very reserved. Maybe they talk, but actually with their emotions, and like it's like they have these, they're very intuitive, very highly intuitive energy here in your environment. Someone that they have gone through a lot. They have a lot of experience for sure, you know, and she knows everything, but she also has the key to that hidden world. And so I don't know, I'm feeling here that maybe there might be here a big important connection. Doesn't need to be an intimate connection, I said it. It might be just one person that you connect with during this month, or maybe that old friend that now you are revisiting or having these emotional messages exchange, that it's almost like giving you this key or helping you out in some way to go through this experience, Libra. This person is very wise, and I think that they have a lot of information that even if they are not giving it to you directly, they will make you notice this with subtleties, with very subtle, like language, making you probably perceive things that it's like they were hidden to you before. Opening like these doors, it's really, I have this feeling of showing you here something, almost like a guidance. That's why in tarot also this high priestess many times can be associated to a counselor. Maybe you are someone there that this person doesn't have to be maybe a friend or an acquaintance, but it could be as well maybe that counselor, maybe a psychologist, or somebody that works with these things that can allow you to find a guidance into whatever you were going through, and that maybe whatever is like what they are teaching you or what they are making you see that before you could not see, it's allowing you here, or it's giving you these elements to refresh again yourself, Libra, and to feel so much more in balance. And I know you need to put the balance in scale. For you, I mean, that's obviously your thing, like always trying to find a balance. And, it's like going into this and that and that. And then Libra, like, but you're finding this medium point. And it's also, I think, a lot about accepting the fact that, that medium point sometimes it does mean going far into this and then going far into that. It's part of your nature, and it's like being much more resilient about it instead of trying to go against it, fight it, and just being afraid of it. Because, it's like whatever we try to hide or whatever we say avoid, we're giving to that so much power, so much control over ourselves, like that. Even if that would be something this little, just because we say no, I'm not gonna do it because it makes me too scared, or no, it's because at the end, if you don't listen to that little thing could become such a big thing, and maybe when you start going there, and maybe this is not something, as I'm saying, I don't think that this is not something that you are doing alone. I think there is maybe one precise person here or an environment in your communities that you are discovering right now, Libra, that they have a lot to do about this process of healing and reconnecting with yourself that you are starting to manifest. It's okay to turn off the lights. All right, Libra. Thank you for watching. I'm in love with this reading. I think that after doing these readings and having the perceits during these nights, I think that maybe this is why I've been so, I don't know. Maybe I'll get some dreams tonight. See you next month, Libra. Take care. And most surely, enjoy it. Enjoy the darkness. Bye bye.